The US-Iran conflict has rapidly escalated into direct warfare, paralyzing major travel and trade routes through Gulf hubs. The ripple effects have hit home instantly. The federal government has officially suspended all pilgrimages to Israel and the Middle East, and Nigerians citizens, including former Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong, are reportedly stranded in Qatar due to airspace disruptions. The global shock arrives at a hypersensitive moment for Nigeria's macroeconomic landscape. The country has been fighting a grueling economic battle, finally wrestling inflation down to around 15%, a massive drop from 33% high. Well, some people will argue that this is just on paper, they are not feeling the impact and the cost of things in the market. The Middle Eastern conflict is not a distant headline. It is an immediate, high-stake economic paradox. The threat to the Strait of Hormuz has triggered a massive spike in global crude prices. For a nation navigating fragile reforms, this crisis is the ultimate stress test of its new economic policies. Now let's look at the upside, the windfall. As Africa's crude giant, a sustained oil price rally theoretically provides Nigeria with a massive revenue injection. This windfall would be the exact liquidity needed to fuel sovereign buffers and stabilize foreign exchange. The downside, the inflation trap. If domestic refining capacity and supply chain are not 100% robust, this is a disaster. Soaring global crude prices will drastically inflate the landing cost of any supplementary refined petroleum imports. This threatens to trigger severe fuel price hikes at the pump, which could instantly wipe out the recent victories against inflation. The mechanics are brutal and undeniable. A kinetic strike in the Gulf disrupts global oil supply chains. Right arrow, global crude price spike. Right arrow, the landing cost of refined products surge. Right arrow, transportation and manufacturing costs in Nigeria skyrocket. Right arrow, the average citizen pays more for food in Lagos, Kano and Abuja and even Edo. It provides that a geopolitical tremor thousands of miles away directly dictate the cost of living at home. Over-dependence is a fatal vulnerability. Relying on the misfortune of global instability for a temporary revenue windfall is an economic trap. History shows that these volatile price spikes usually end up costing Nigeria more in imported inflation than it gained in export revenue. True sovereignty strength requires insulating the domestic economy from external shocks through total energy independence and aggressive economic diversification. Is this Middle East oil shock going to save our 2026 budget or shrink our fight against inflation? Drop your geopolitical predictions in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe as we track this crisis daily. Thank you for joining me on this one. I'll see you in the next.